Thank you for coming. Thanks for getting off to come see us at this time. We really appreciate it. I don't know what you're up to. Oh, it's President's Day. It's mattress sale day. No, it's vinyl happy hour, right? Is that what's going on? Yeah. Well, I'm really glad to be back in Austin, and it feels so good. Not just because of all your wonderful faces and the wonderful energy of this city, but it's literally warmer here than everywhere else that we've been. It feels so good to see you. Hi. And your new babies. One of my very good friends is here, and I'm just beholding her baby for the first time. All right, so we have a new record. It's called Dreamers Do, and it's my 5th. I remember when I had my first Waterloo records in store. What was it? 11 years ago here. Was anybody here for that? Okay, wow. John was. Todd was here. Yeah. Well, let's just say you were here. That makes it more fun, anyway. And it's amazing how time flies. So, Dreamers Do. It's what's playing right now. And the album, like my first record actually, is comprised mostly of cover songs that are not my own. You might know that the albums I've been releasing in the last several years have been mostly my own songs, but this record I explored a lot of vintage, mid-century, mid-20th century Disney music, in fact, for a record all about our experience around dreams, all of the wonderful things about them and all of the fearful things about them and everything else in between. So having said that, this song is from the 1951 picture Alice in Wonderland. And I wonder if you recognize it. This is Adam Levy on guitar, everybody. Yeah. Cats and rabbits would reside in fancy little houses and be dressed in shoes and hats and trousers. In a world of my own, all the flowers would have very extra special powers. They would sit and talk to me for hours when I'm lonely in a world of my own. There'd be new birds, lots of nice and friendly howdy-do birds. Everyone would have a dozen bluebirds. Within that world of my own, I could listen to a babbling brook and hear a song that I could understand. I keep wishing it could be that way, because my world would be a wonderland. do birds. Everyone would have a dozen bluebirds within that world of my own. I could listen to a babbling brook and hear a song that I could understand. I keep wishing it could be that way, because my world would be a wonderland. On piano, everybody. On keyboard and crate. This is Bob Hart on bass. This is Aaron Thurston on drums. Incidentally, Aaron co-produced Dreamers Do. So give it up for Aaron, everybody. Dreamers Do is the name of the new record, and it's what you'll have to tell the clerks when you can't find it. So just let them know Dreamers Do is what you're looking for. Okay, speaking of dreams, every song is about dreams on the record. This one's from Cinderella. One, two. One, two, one, two, three. Let's do it a little bit faster. You all witnessed it. I counted it off. It was me. One, two, one, two, three. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartaches. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Go ahead, Roy. Your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come smiling through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, a dream that you you going to come to the show on Wednesday night at the Paramount? I hope so.
Yeah.
This next song is from Pinocchio. These are very literal tellings of the songs, but that's the origin of this song. And when I first heard this, I was about 3 or 4 years old. I heard it in one of those fake boats at Disneyland. I was floating in a fake moat and going through a fake tunnel, and I heard Jiminy Cricket's voice, and he was singing this song, and it frightened me because there's a great echo about it, and he sounded like a ghost that was haunting. I couldn't figure out where he was coming from, and it was very scary, and I think it had some kind of influence on my approach to this song on the record.
Like a bolt out of the blue.
following your dreams is scary, right? And mysterious. And you don't know where you're going, and you don't know what you're doing. And it can feel as exhilarating as it does frightening. And that's kind of the fun of it, not knowing. Speaking of being frightened, this next song is one of 2 original songs that I wrote for the new album. And as this song is about dreaming, it's an experiential record, so it's made to be played from beginning to end. And I know nobody feels like they have that kind of time anymore. And I appreciate that. But Stephen Clark does. So if he does, you should too. I mean, this is Austin after all, right? So the record begins with an invitation to dream. And then like wonderful things happen, and then a left turn is taken and a wild night ensues. And in the midst of this very restless dreaming experience is the experience of waking up at the sound of something in the house perhaps. It's that point in the night when you wake up and you think, what did I just hear? Was that something I dreamed, or did that actually happen? And so then you wait to see if you hear it again and see if there's something you're supposed to do about it. What was that noise? The creaking of the floor. I can't remember now if I locked the door. Someone in the house. Oh no. Perhaps I should. I could get up and see, but I don't want to go. Did I see something move? A shadow on the wall. Shh, what was that? What was that? What was that? I think it's coming from the hall. Oh, someone's in the house. Oh no. Don't move, don't budge, don't breathe. And maybe they will go. like Singing in the Rain. It's one of my favorites. Debbie Reynolds popping out of a cake. That might get me too today, maybe. That kind of. Never mind. So Debbie Reynolds pops out of this cake and Singing in the Rain, and she sings this song, which I fell in love with many years ago, and it's called All I Do Is Dream of You. All I do the whole night through is dream of you. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. And were there more than 24 hours a day? They'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. The skies are gray, the skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. And were there more than 24 hours a day? They'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. The skies are gray, the skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Ga-dagga, dagga, dagga. All I do is dream. All I do is dream. All I do is dream. All I do is. Eric Thurston, everybody. When I first moved to Austin, one of my first official gigs was playing in a band with Slim Richie and Francie Mojo. Yeah. All right, cool. We were the Cat's Meow. And I'm not tooting our horn, that was the name of our band. And we played for many years. And this is Francie Mojo's bass, which means Francie Mojo is not very far from here. In fact, she's right there. And I've asked her to come up and do a song with us. Francie Mojo, everybody. Yeah. So this is one of the first songs that this was one of the earliest songs that I started singing. In fact, when I moved to Austin, I didn't know how to break into the music scene. I came here with hopes of joining the live music capital of the world, and how I just didn't know. I didn't know any musicians. I was working in restaurants, and I was trying to figure out my way in. And actually, within like 2 months of moving here, I auditioned for American Idol.
Wow.
They had auditions over off of I-35, and I stood in line all night and caught a cold. In fact, at one point in the night, the sprinklers came on. We were all like camped out on the lawn, and it all made for really good TV. But I ended up getting really far on the show and like going out to Hollywood. And this is the song that I sang, so it was part of my arsenal, if you will. But it took me a long time to figure out how to get started in this town. Even though you can throw a rock and hit a musician, right? But I went and sat in at the Elephant Room, and somebody I was waiting on at this bar that I worked at up north was like, I'm a jazz musician, and I was like, so am I. And they were like, really, where do you sing? And I was like, in the shower. But I know the Great American Songbook, I know all the standards. And he was like, yeah, well, if you're a jazz musician, you should go and sit in at the Elephant Room. He did not expect me to actually show up there, but I did, and that's where I met Slim Ritchie, our late and beloved bandmate. And that's when Slim asked me if I wanted to start a band, and I wasn't sure because he looked really interesting to me. And then I went to his house and I met Mojo, and I heard him play, and I was like, okay, yeah, we can start a band. Never knew how much I loved you. Never knew how much I cared. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the morning, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, 'cause I know you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you live and learn. Fever in the morning, fever gonna make me burn. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, no, don't you dare. He gives me fever with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight. Fever, I'm his missus. Daddy, won't you treat him right? baby, you're my flame. Now give us fever when we kiss it. Fever with thy flaming youth. Fever, I'm on fire. Fever, yeah, I burn forsooth. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks were born to give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. When they kiss you, fever if you live and learn. Fever, you're on fire, and what a lovely way to burn. 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 Thanks, friends. Francie Mojo. Long live the cat's meow. Thanks, France. Before we figured out how to record this song, we did so many different incarnations. One of which was a reggae tune, but it just didn't go as well as this version. So here it is. This one's from Peter Pan. The second star to the right shines in the night for you, to tell you all the dreams you planned really can come true. The second star to the right shines in the night so rare. And if it's Neverland you need, its light will lead you there. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, so we'll know where you are, gleaming in the skies above. Lead us to the land we dream of. And when our journey is through, each time we say good night, we'll thank the little song is a ubiquitous one. Everybody knows it. And I had the audacity to cover it. It's one of my favorites. And Aaron Thurston here arranged it. Everybody, I hope that you'll come to the show on Wednesday. I know everyone's schedules are different, so first of all, thank you for coming today. How about that? Thank you for being here and supporting me, and it's so wonderful. It's rare that when you look out into a crowd, you can actually see every single person's face, so it's really great. Thank you so much for coming, and I love you, and please enjoy the new music, and I hope you'll come and visit us on Wednesday. And this is What a Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, and the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I see babies crying, and I watch them grow. They learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh, I think to myself, thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming. Levy on guitar, Aaron Thurston on drums, Bob Hart on bass, Roy Dunlop